it has to be that hard for everyone. It's that hard for me because I was stubborn and I had found my identity at a very young age in what I could accomplish. So it was almost like talking Chinese to me. You know, like when I was like 8 or 9, I concluded that my value was found in what I could accomplish and what I could do, and that became the foundation from which my whole life was born. So it was kind of like an uprooting of everything I had believed and planted in my heart over my whole life. Right? It was like an onion. Different layers had to be dealt with at different times. Right? And even up until the point, I mean, I remember cursing God in the backyard. I had been in what I thought was grace. It was some grace. It was a good start for several years, but I was still busy with the life that's of the world. And I think that's a big problem for us.
Yes.
We're in this world,
Right.
and there's a life that is of this world, and the world celebrates the life that's of this world.
Yes.
Right? How many of you want to be celebrated?
Every one of us. That's right.
Amen.
You know why you want to be celebrated? Because when man was created, God celebrated him.
Amen.
And so you were actually created from that foundation where there was a celebration over your life. And so we all have this yearning on the inside to be celebrated. And now we're in a world that only celebrates a certain kind of a life. And so then we have this yearning to be celebrated, and we see the world will celebrate us if these things. And so then that makes it easy to adopt that and put it in our heart and then run wild with it, all the while not knowing it. I mean, it breaks my heart in the body of Christ because I see people all the time, ministers all the time, and this isn't to disparage the ministers. I was also there. But they're all the time telling people about how they feel like they are dealing with hope deferred. And I'm like, oh yeah, they're dealing with hope deferred because you keep putting their hope in the life that's of the world. And they keep them in this cycle. Right? And so we're all still seeking life from the world. And that's why it can be difficult to hear.
Oh, yeah. It's difficult for me to hear, so that's why I'm asking.
No. The questions need to be asked, and it's good. I think that's a great question. So I'm just pointing out, for me, I was still trying to find the life that was of the world. That's when God came down. This was like a year after I broke my foot, and I was still believing I was going to get the thing healed, and I was going to get back out there and run. And the foot healed after like 8 months. It was a massive stress fracture. I had the best doctor in the world because the guy was in Colorado. He worked with all the Olympic athletes. And I got back out there, but I didn't get back out there slow because I didn't believe God could overcome that. I got back out there, bam, and I messed my hip all up. And then my hip never got better. And I went to many doctors, that never got better. I could never get back. And I was finally just like, whatever. And then I'm in the backyard cussing God about my life, right? Because my hope was in the life I could bring forth that's of the world. And then he said, Greg, you realize, man, if I came and offered you peace and love and joy and kindness and meekness and trust and love, or I offered you all these things you were trying to accomplish, he said, you realize you take those things. And he was right. And he wasn't chastising me in the sense of, how pathetic, Greg. What's the matter with you? He was reasoning with me from the standpoint of a father that loves his son and sees what's ailing him. And he came and revealed what was in my heart that was killing me. I thought it was what was external that was killing me.
Yeah.
But it was what was in my heart that was killing me. Well, we all think it's what's external that's killing us, but it's really what's in our hearts.
Right.
Right? And so then that's when I started getting it and hearing. Is this too cold?
I'm always cold, so I'm just going to move.
Well, no, if it ain't above 80, she's freezing.
Yeah.